Are alpha male boot camps a good investment or a waste of money? Make sure to watch to the end.
I am so tardy to the party on this subject, and I'm downright ashamed of myself for being this late. I need to be more educated on alpha male boot camps because this is glorious.
Yeah, I mean, myself as well. What the heck is this all about? I saw this video title and yeah, I had to react to this. This is crazy.
A lot of YouTubers have talked about this recently. It's called the MDK Project, the Modern Day Night Project.
Oh.
And basically, you pay $18,000 to spend 3 days getting blasted with a hose and digging your own grave while being yelled at. But
$18,000. The Modern Day Night Project? Oh, it couldn't be much more cringe, guys. It couldn't be much more cringe than that. $18,000 to join something called the Modern Day Night Club. Oof.
you know what? Let's go ahead and hear them out. How much does this project cost? The project is $18,000.
Yeah, let's hear them out. $18,000. That's not crazy. It's totally reasonable.
However, this is not just for the 75-hour experience, but also a 12-month in-depth coaching and mentorship program that focuses on developing an even higher level of personal excellence, self-mastery, leadership, and even more financial freedom.
Hey, if that's the case, guys, this sounds like a steal. Let's all sign up right now. Jeez, this is insane.
More like the lack thereof financial freedom, $18,000 in the shitter for this, and all you do is get a monthly Zoom call with some goofballs that'll just bestow upon you the wisdom of drop shipping.
Seriously.
But, sorry, there's still a very important sentence here. But the cost of not experiencing the project and mastermind and not becoming the leader, husband, and father you're meant to be is much more expensive in the long run.
They got us. I mean, we're backed into a corner. What can we say? If we're not going to be able to become the husband, the leader, the father that they promise we can be, what are we doing, right? Right?
Convinced. Sign me up. I'm losing money by not investing in this course right now.
Right.
$18,000 to get shot with a hose sounds pretty good when they put it this way. Because I wasn't thinking long term, right?
Basically, we owe them this $18,000. It's completely reasonable. We're in debt to them for all of this.
It's $18,000 now up front into their piggy bank, but think about 10 years from now. It's going to cost me so much more money by not having that experience, because then I'm not going to be the leader and husband I was meant to be. Because as a leader and a husband, you're always getting hit with hoses.
Right.
So we need to learn how to defend ourselves and how to become a real man. And the only way to do that is by taking this 3-day course where you just get waterboarded and yelled at.
Hey, that sounds not so bad to me. Sounds like I don't know, sounds like a military, like special ops or like intelligence officer type training or something. That sounds wild, actually.
And also the Zoom call is a nice cherry on top. Who doesn't want a monthly Zoom call with the boys, especially when they're as successful as these gentlemen here? Look at this star-studded cast of superstars. World
Exactly.
champion athletes, special operation vets, world-class thought leaders, which, by the way, I love that term, a thought leader.
World-class thought leaders. They are leading crowds, swarms of people in thought. Oh yeah, these guys are legit. They are the elite, and we should be following them.
Think about success. I'm one of the best people in the world at thinking about being successful. You need to learn from my thoughts. I know it has a real definition, but it's still so fucking goofy that they advertise that here.
Yeah,
And of course, 8 to 9 figure generating entrepreneurs.
there we are.
And also, the head honcho is going to share with you the same empire building strategies that he used to create multiple 7, 8, and 9 figure companies from the ground up.
Wow, isn't that incredible, guys? I feel like I've never been scammed this thoroughly before in my life. This is insane. Who actually buys into this? Oh, I feel sad for people who do this.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the Krabby Patty secret formula even without investing the $18,000. Hopefully this doesn't get me sued. I imagine those galaxy brain lucrative strategies all revolved around taking advantage of desperate, vulnerable men that are willing to pay $18,000 to LARP as some kind of soldier for 3 days under the impression that it's somehow going to make them a better man or a more financially successful one.
Right.
I'm just spitballing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to break the magician's code, but I think that's probably how he generates so much money, is by exploiting that desperation.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. There's a lot of people who are desperate for changes, for growth, for getting all the ladies, for getting all the money, for getting all the success in life. And yeah, if they buy into this, I mean, they're going to be successful at something. They're going to be successful at dumping all of their credibility, all of their money, all of their everything into something worthless. Dang.
These men are sadly the coin block, and he is Mario, constantly jumping
Yep.
up to pop a few extra coins out of there. He is selling to your insecurities, and you're buying in a big way. He's
Oh, yeah.
making a ton of money off of this shit. But you know what? Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe he's got a good heart here, and the lessons at the MDK program are invaluable. So let's go ahead and take one of their big selling points of the 3-day experience that's going.
I want to hear it, but it all starts with the 75-hour crucible. The 3-day experience is one of the toughest physical and mental challenges you'll experience, and it's designed to help you shatter your self-doubt and limiting beliefs, gain clarity in your life's work and purpose, heal from trauma that makes you feel broken and unworthy, dig deep into your past and uncover the experiences that are holding you back from achieving greater levels of success in your life. Absolutely. Sign me up.
Going to shatter your self-doubt and limiting beliefs, gain clarity in your life's work and purpose, heal from trauma that makes you feel broken and unworthy, and dig deep into your past to uncover the experiences holding you back. Let's see how they help tap into that and help you heal from trauma, for starters.
Yeah.
Shut up! One more fucking word, you're gone. I'm not fucking around. Shut up, stop rolling your fucking eyes, stop asking for fucking electrolytes, and be a fucking man.
Stop asking for electrolytes. He looks like he's bleeding sweat out of every pore from the experience he's in right now, and he probably just asked for a Gatorade. No Gatorade for you. Sweat more, pass out. Oh man, this is crazy.
I don't give a fuck what you do when you're home. You are not impressing me here with your little fucking machines and shit. You're good because you have all these fucking comforts. Shut the fuck up and be a team player and go fucking join your team. You say another fucking word, you're gone.
That just healed my trauma witnessing that. That was
Yep, completely healed, cured, everything's good, it's all gone. I feel great. I feel fantastic after that experience, and it was only tertiary. Oh man, imagine the first-hand experience.
worth every penny of the $18,000 to go there and get fucking yelled at for I don't know what.
Yeah.
Like, talking about some kind of machines. I don't know if this guy was building drones. He must be like Jimmy Neutron with all kinds of inventions that he's letting loose at the facility. I don't know.
Charlie, grade A humor coming in right there with the Jimmy Neutron reference. I love it.
Know what he was getting yelled at because it wasn't very clear. He just keeps telling him to shut up, even though the guy hasn't said a word or anything at all. He's just standing there taking it.
Look at his shirt. Are we lying? It's just water, Kowalski. Stop being a little girl.
The more you do it, the more you're gonna fucking get it.
Get the fucking down. It's water. You were just in the fucking ocean. This is fresh water. You grew up doing this as a kid. Everybody on your feet.
Yes, instructor.
I don't know why they're so fixated on water. I think they just saw that in an action movie one time.
This is crazy. This is actually crazy. I cannot fathom that there's actually people like this out there. Well, actually, maybe I take that back. Maybe I can. You run into the casual Karen at the grocery store every day, so who knows? There could be people like this everywhere, and we have no idea. Jeez, it's absolutely crazy.
And we're like, damn, we've got to integrate this into the program.
Yep.
Because like half of the clips they showcase is just them spraying the people with hoses. And then like occasionally pseudo waterboarding them. Imagine paying $18,000 to get waterboarded. What an experience.
For
And
real.
also half of these videos just have them laying on the ground, either crawling around or just getting sprayed with water, or having them get hit with waves in the ocean as they lay on the beach. Like they
It feels like a less focused, less concentrated, and more just like stupid, like kind of off-brand military boot camp experience. That's what it feels like. That's what it seems like they're selling here.
They are laying down more often than a vampire in a coffin. Like, what is this supposed to teach you? They just to lay down and take punishment forever?
Right.
And we're also going to yell at you because fuck you, but thanks for the money. This is basically just teaching you when the going gets tough, lay down and give up.
Yeah.
And do it with a smile on your face and no money to your name. It
Man.
all runs so counterintuitive to like this perception of what a man is. Like, I feel like it's just the guys behind this program really have some kind of fetish for humiliating dudes that pay them or something. It's kind of
Yeah, this image of like what they think a man should be or what a man should be able to endure or something like that, it's completely ridiculous. Like a man to me is somebody who can like be brave enough to say something is wrong that's happening, somebody who can, lead and carry forward with his family, like taking care of them in the best way that he knows how, being compassionate for their pains and being there for them through everything, thick and thin, a good friend, a good father, a good husband, that kind of thing. Somebody who works hard and follows through on promises, that kind of thing. That's a good man right there. This is just stupid. This is ridiculous.
Kind of like pay piggy behavior, but amplified. So they just bring these guys out who are desperate and wanting to better themselves, and they just degrade them and call it beneficial somehow.
Right.
Hey, lay down, and then occasionally carry this block of wood on your back and like walk a mile or so.
Yeah.
That does nothing. And they keep framing it like,
When we have to go fight another war. What happens when your wife or your kid needs you?
what are you gonna do when a war comes? What are you gonna do when a bad guy's about to kill your wife and son? Well, jinkies, zoink Scoob, with all the lessons I've learned at the MDK program, I'm just gonna lay down on the floor and wait for him to kill them, and then me, and I'll do it
Exactly. I was just thinking this. Like, what do you mean? What have I actually learned here? I've learned how to take water to the face, and what? What does that help me with in a life or death situation? How does that actually help me to come out on top in that dire circumstance? I don't know. I think I'm pretty much dead if I'm just laying there on the ground taking water to the face or pretending to. Yeah, that's not gonna help.
with a smile on my face and tell him thank you on the way out, I
Right.
guess. Because that's all you're fucking teaching. I had to mute this audio because it was copyright, but it's just the same old hoopla everyone's heard a million times. Your wife didn't marry a boy. She didn't want another son. She wanted a man. And to be a man, you gotta be confident. You gotta be capable, courageous. You have to have the ability to protect them by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And of course, you've always got to be prepped for the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is draining $18,000 from the joint bank account to go behind your wife's back for a little 3-day excursion field trip with your boys, pretending that you're getting some kind of valuable lesson on being a real.
Preach. Yep, exactly. This is mental behavior. Oh my gosh. To spend $18,000 and the promise of what? More success, more money, more things like that. So they're just gouging you for this huge chunk of money, probably a lot of people's like life savings, just on this empty promise, and then they get nothing out of it except being waterboarded and being yelled at and told that they're not man enough. This is it's a hugely good investment for sure.
Real man. That is the last thing your wife is going to want. Like, he's saying all of this on top of footage where one of the students is digging his own grave. That's one of their, I don't even know what to call them, exercises? It's not an exercise. Playtime activities? I don't really know. But it's on their rubric, I guess, because they go out there and they dig their own grave.
Wow.
Here's footage from, like, a little documentary they made about it. And I'm going to have to admit to a mistake here. When I recorded it, I forgot to mute my mic, so as I'm watching it, you're going to hear me giggle a few times when one of the founders goes in and bestows upon us some sage wisdom.
I'm sure that's really good for the psyche, really good for us as men to be told to dig our own graves and then deal with that. I'm not sure what that's doing, but it seems kind of silly.
Out there, fatigued, tired, exhausted, digging their own grave, laying down their body bag that we supply them. Going in it, we zip them up and we throw a few shovelfuls of dirt on top of them so they feel the weight of the earth. You start kind of going through a checklist.
Yeah, the first thing on that checklist should be never wasting money like this again. I've really fucked up with this.
Yeah.
How does this help you be a man going into a body bag as they shovel dirt on you?
Yeah,
Everyone knows they're going to die at some point. This isn't some kind of enlightening, shocking experience that's going to be like this eureka moment where they turn their whole life around.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we all know it's going to happen, right? We don't have to get all existential about it or anything, but yeah, it's definitely there for everybody. And this kind of, I don't know, like visceral, whatever, real experience, I don't see this helping anyone really. We can all find way better ways to deal with that reality on our own time. This just seems like a huge scam, a huge waste of money.
They paid $18,000 to lay in a body bag as a bunch of goofballs dumped dirt on them.
Yeah.
Yippee. Yeehaw.
And the thing I thought of was that dash that separates my birth date and my death date on my tombstone. And in fact, that dash is the only thing that matters.
In fact, that dash is as empty as my pocketbook after spending $18,000 on this worthless course.
That dash is the only thing that matters, because what you do between your birth date and your death date is the impact that you left, the significance that you had, the legacy that you built.
No shit. That dash is called living.
Yeah.
He's trying so hard to be deep. He was trying to find something profound, and he's like, birth, death.
A dash.
But what about the in-between, the dash? Wait, that's where life was. And that's where you start to think about your legacy. Like, obviously. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, that dash is when you were alive. You were born, you died, and in between, you lived.
Exactly.
So fucking obviously that's what you're going to think about, is the time you were alive. He is saying nothing. You were paying $18,000 to this malfunctioning chat GPT brained loser.
Punching your soul right now, gentlemen.
You get a bunch of nothing burgers, and that's what you get for $18,000. What a wild ride. Yeah, so this is, that's Alpha Male Bootcamps for you. I can't really say much else besides they are incredibly, incredibly pathetic and sad. I really feel bad for the men who actually feel like they need to do something like this. Like, guys, just go outside. Just get a job and work hard, and you'll feel better about yourself than this. Like, what? This is absolutely ridiculous and pathetic. I feel bad. I really do. This is funny video to watch and react to, but man, poor guys who actually do this. Well, what do you guys think? Are you going to be jumping on into the next Alpha Male Bootcamp? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like, a subscribe, and I will see you next time.